Welcome back to another video of Demo Mondays. This is a video series where we invite different Amazon software creators and we ask them to present their product just like this on the screen. And today my guest is FeedbackWhiz. And FeedbackWhiz is presented by Hanson Wu. Hello, Hanson.
Hey, Augustus, how are you? Thanks for having me on today.
Yeah, all good and happy to have you here. By the way, who are watching this video, you can find the links at the top and below in the description with the previous videos we did with FeedbackWhiz and Hanson, which are related to email follow-up automatization and things like that. But today we have some other new features FeedbackWhiz is introducing. But first, Hanson, could you please tell us what is FeedbackWhiz and in general, like how do you help Amazon sellers? What does it do?
Sure, yeah. FeedbackWhiz is a software tool for Amazon sellers, and initially we've developed it to help sellers increase brand reputation through email automation, sending up follow emails, and then basically acquire more product reviews. And with the features that we had before, it was the ability to send out emails at the time you wanted to send it to, who not to send it to, specific products, customizing emails, and we've done really well and brought thousands and thousands of customers tons of reviews. And we also monitor the reviews, monitor your listings. So it's a very comprehensive platform to help you grow your brand. And today, I'm going to be talking about some of the new tools and features that we are about to release. And luckily for Augustus, you're the first one I've been able to demo this video with today. So a very special presentation today to show people what we've, about to give more to Amazon sellers.
Perfect. It's a pleasure to be the first. And what kind of Amazon sellers are the best fit for your tools?
These tools, any type of Amazon seller. So it doesn't matter what marketplace you're selling. We support all 13 marketplaces. So you're selling Europe, US, North America, Japan. We have all different marketplaces, and any type of, as long as you're making sales, then there's data for us to come in and, there's orders, we can send out reviews with this new tool that we're about to present. It's a profits tool. So a lot of accounting, a lot of data, a lot of numbers, sales, cost of goods, inventory, all that good stuff. So as long as you're selling Amazon, this tool will definitely benefit you.
And before you switch to the screen sharing, can you just tell us a bullet points what we are gonna cover now?
Sure. So one of the awesome tools there's a few tools that we have releasing. So the first tool that I'm going to cover is the Amazon review request tool. So for sellers that are already selling on Amazon right now, you probably already know that about 6 months ago, Amazon released this new feature where inside Seller Central, you have the ability to click a button inside your orders detail page, and that will automatically trigger Amazon to send a email to the customer to ask for a review. And the benefit of doing this is that, it's fully 100% TOS compliant. So you're not going to get into any trouble of, with the problem with the customized emails, a lot of sellers were not up to date with the rules and they were sending too many emails or not sending the right message or asking reviews in an inappropriate way, which actually gets them restricted from sending emails after 30 days. So this allows you to automate this entire process. And also, you don't need to use any external tools. So a lot of current applications out there have Chrome extensions where you need to have your browser open, or you need to have your computer on, or they hire a VA to come in and click it. We have all the data. We know, which products have refunds, which products have returns, who left negative feedback. So you have the ability now to use the current existing FeedbackWhiz campaign structure where you can target, send at a time you want to send it to, for the specific products you want to send it to, and also exclude certain products that you don't want to send it to. And this is all fully automated. You don't need to have anything running. You set it up and it's good to go. And the second tool I'm going to be talking about is the main tool, which is our new profit and loss tool. So we'll spend a little bit more time in detail on all these different features and how it's a lot more comprehensive information and ability to do a lot more things that you couldn't do with some of the current solutions out there.
So let's jump to the demo of your tools on the screen.
Great. So this is the main FeedbackWhiz dashboard. And for users who already know, there's a lot of analytics here, so I'm not going to go into this. So the first tool that I'm going to talk about is the Amazon review request tool. So you'll see there's a new button here that says create Amazon review and feedback campaign. So what this does is if you click on this, it allows you to automate that Amazon review request button. So this will use the default Amazon email template that Amazon sends, right? And then it's just like the same thing as clicking the review request button. So we're actually sending data directly to Amazon and telling them to click this button for you. And this the limitation to this function is that you can only send this between 5 to 30 days after delivery, whereas with follow-up emails, you have the ability to send it any time after it's shipped. So there is a window here, and you have to do it within this time, otherwise it doesn't work. And then also, if they already left a review or feedback, or if you already clicked the button, then this will also not trigger. So this is a one-shot opportunity. And for people that don't really know the latest up-to-date rules with Amazon email automation, Amazon now only allows you to send one review request per order. So if you're using email automation or using review request button, you can't use both. You can only ask once. So you have to figure out, choose which one you're most comfortable with. And with FeedbackWhiz, you have the ability to use either one. So you can either create this campaign or create the existing follow-up email. And then we give you analytics where you can see like, hey, with the review manager, which I'm not going to go into, you can see like, hey, how many reviews did I get? Right, and then you can see like maybe this one works better or the review request works better. So you have the ability to choose. So this is the campaign structure. Basically, you don't have to do anything with the template because Amazon sends us templates, so you don't have to choose a template. All you have to do, come in here, you can pick a name, and you only have one option now to use deliver. So it has to be delivered, and it has to be between 5 and 30 days. So that's the limitation here. But you still have the opportunity to send it out anytime you want. So you can have customers, find the best you could with the existing data you have with open rates and email automation. You can figure out what's the best time you want to send it. Unfortunately, with this option, we can't track open rates because Amazon doesn't disclose that number. So we don't really know how many emails are open. But the advantage here, like I said, is you don't have to worry about any TLS or anything like that. And this will only send one email, so you never have to worry about sending multiple review request emails or anything like that. The benefit here also is you have the ability to exclude certain orders. With FeedbackWhiz, we have this thing called Seller Central Notifications. We actually get returns and refund data actually in real time. So anyone that refunds or returns your product right away, you can exclude for asking for product review. As we've seen, the biggest downside with clicking this thing manually is that a lot of times you're asking for reviews for people who refunded your products or maybe had a negative experience. So you have the opportunity now to block those people out as well. So you don't have to send it to them. And you can choose specific ASINs if you like to only target for reviews as well. So yeah, this is the new feature. You just set it live and then you're good to go. So we'll track basically, we can't track your open rates, but we can see exactly which orders have this sent. So within the orders page, it has details on, delivery and when we sent it out. So you can actually, I don't have it running, but you can see campaign stats here would actually show you all the information. So now I'm going to jump and talk about our new profits tool. So this is a brand new tool within FeedbackWhiz, and it's actually, at the time of this video right now, we're still in beta. So if you want to use it, just email us, but maybe by the time this video is published, it's already out there, so everyone can use it. The goal of this profits tool really is we accumulate a lot of data from Amazon API, and we want to be able to display this information for you guys, telling your revenue, your sales, your taxes, all the different types of Amazon fees, promotions, refunds. All this information we can integrate together. The beauty of this is that now you have the opportunity to aggregate all the data from marketplaces. So if you're selling on all the European marketplaces or all the US, North American marketplaces, you can combine this data together with a simple click. right? So you can see everything together. This page here is the dashboard. So we're giving you a high-level overview of your entire store, right? So you have the ability to see all the information. One of the cool things here, we also have a currency converter. So for example, if you're a European seller, you could be selling in 5 different European marketplaces. Sometimes they have they use euros, sometimes they use British pounds. The numbers get all mixed up. If you're a US seller selling in Europe, you might not understand the currency that well. So you have the ability to now change everything to your specific currency that you like. So this is a one-click, very easy to convert. Chinese seller, you might want to see in CNY. So it's very easy to change all the numbers in our platform. So I'm just going to go real quick through some of these modules. So basically, this is a quick overview. You have the ability to see a lot of information, gross revenues, total cost, net profits. You can see all the units sold, different margins, promotions you're using. There's different expenses, fee breakdowns. You can see all the different fees that Amazon is charging you with. Most of the time, Amazon only gives you one number for fees, right? And that's the aggregate of all these different fees. So now you have a lot more visibility on what kind of fees there are. You can see the different types of graphs. We have ways to plot everything out. You can compare different fees. So it's a very comprehensive way to see all your information. Another really cool thing we have here is called product labels. So now you have the ability to aggregate different specific ASINs you want. So if you're a seller that's selling 5 different categories, if you're selling electronics, you're selling toys, you're selling games, there's currently really no way to see. You can either see all your data or you can see data from one ASIN. You don't have the ability to group together information. So let me jump real quick to show you in the product manager here, we have a brand new layout with a profits tool here. So this profit tool in this section here shows you by ASIN. So you can see all this information within this ASIN. Now, if you want to group products together, you just select different products and then you have the ability to add a label. So you can now label this and I can say this is, I don't know, just games, whatever, right? So with this ability, now you can filter, only games, right? So then games would only come out so you could see just these products, right? And then within here, your labels, you can go back to your dashboard and now you have the ability to see only the data for games, right? So the one I just created here, you can see, hey, this is my total orders in this time frame. You can change it to whatever date you want. You can see exactly all these different profits, costs, things like that. So, it's a very intuitive way to, see data. We also have a new top products manager. So this also allows you to see like what's the best products I'm selling, right? You can see the worst products, best seller products. You could sort it by units sold, by revenue. You could also sort it by labels too. So if you have 50 products within games, you could see, hey, my games category, I have these products that are doing good or doing bad, right? Expense manager, this gives you ability to add your own expenses. So for example, if you're running your entire Amazon business, sometimes you have expenses outside of FBA fees you want to add. So if I had, like a shipping fee, or I had to pay for a lawyer, or I had to pay for photos, you have the ability to either select one-time fixed, monthly recurring. You can set different dates. You can even connect it to ASIN. You can name it, and then we'll basically calculate it for you. So you can see the outside expenses that you have, and this is now calculated within your margins of profits and loss. The COGS manager, which is cost of goods manager, this allows you to put in your custom fees for specific ASINs by unit. So for example, if your cost for packaging this is 25 cents per unit, then you have the ability to add the same thing. You can put a start date if you want, end date if you want, and then put in different types of cost of goods. So this is very powerful because you have the ability to enter any types of expenses you have, and then outside of reports, then we could calculate exactly what's your net profit, what's you know your gross revenue, you know your units sold. This information, all these comes from Amazon itself. But in terms of net profit, you would have to enter your cost of goods or your expenses. So this gives you a lot of detail on what all these numbers are and different stats. One of the best things I like about our tool right now is the graphing functionality. So you have a lot of ability to plot all these different things out and compare, right? Different time frames. So, if you want to compare your units sold versus your refunds, you have the ability to do that, right? You could change it to percent change, or you can change it to unit cost. You could compare different periods. There's a lot of information in here that it's very hard to get. Even in Amazon Seller Central, you're not going to get this information. If you have your own customized spreadsheet, you could probably do it, but you're going to have to spend a lot of time to program everything itself. So this thing in here, we pull all the data from Amazon. It's all in here, and you could change everything around and play with it. So one of the things I haven't shown here, because we don't have yet, because this is currently still in development, we're adding a lot more functionalities. We want to tie together a lot of these listing alerts that we have. So for example, in the products manager right now, we have a monitoring page that's brand new as well. So you have the ability to monitor listing alerts for reviews, hijacker, buy box, all these good things, and you get emails. Now, what we're going to do now is we have the ability to now know when these alerts happen. And we can now put these alerts within the graphs of your profit and loss tool. So for example, let's say you changed your main image, right? You're trying to A/B test to see what happens to my sales. Now your graph is going to be able to tell you like, hey, I had changed my image on July 29th. And 2 weeks down the line, I saw my sales increase by 30%, right? So that maybe give you a data point. Or let's say you change your price, right? If I went in here and I set a price threshold and say, I increase my price by 30%. I want to see what happens to my sales. Then eventually you're going to have the ability to see exactly what happens. So with these kind of alerts and these kind of triggers, the data that we collect, we're able to integrate it all together and really give sellers a lot more functionality and visibility on how to grow their business. You have any questions for me so far, Augustus, or you want me to go into any details on it?
No, you can continue. I think I like this labels feature. I haven't seen anywhere. I mean, that you can combine several products and get reports for profits. It's nice.
Yeah, definitely. And even in this ASIN view, we have this filtering function. So it allows you to sort a lot of different things, right? Like you can sort by alerts, you can sort by how many sellers are on the listing, right? We not only do we have labels, you have favorites as well. So this basically all this data comes from inventory. So if you have certain products you don't care about, you can mark them as favorite or remove them, and you can sort them, right? But labels, yeah, it's great. I really like this functionality because you have the ability to sort specific labels, right? So you just group together different products. You can group together multiple products, and then as you can see, all this data gets aggregated on top, right? And if you want to see multiple marketplaces, then if you're selling European marketplaces, then you can see all my labels with all the different marketplaces, and then say, hey, I want to change it to a specific currency, right? So this really helps. You have so much ability to figure out exactly what you want to see, right? There's just no functionality right now in Seller Central that allows you to do this. And I don't know about some of the other softwares out there, but it's a lot of sellers that I've been talking to. They especially the bigger sellers that have a lot of products, they really like this ability to see all this information. So we break everything down for you. You can see all your promotions, different types of fees, right? Easily add your cost of goods. So if you have specific, things that you want to input in here, and let's say for this one here, like you have all these different cost of goods, you could just throw in here, right? And we'll calculate all that number for you. So right away you can see like, well, this is kind of a ridiculous amount, but you can see there's a loss of, so it's very good information, very good data, very easy to use. As you can see, it's extremely fast, and there's no issues with any types of So yeah, we're really happy about this tool, and we gonna this thing is just gonna keep getting better and better. So as I say, we're kind of in the early phases of beta. We're pretty close to releasing it, but there's still some things we want to add to really make this a really great tool. And if I have it mentioned, there's all this data can also be exported out as well. So eventually you have the ability to, let me see, where's the, yeah, you can export all this information. So you could just export it, download CSV. So if you want to analyze this within your own spreadsheet or whatever, then you can do that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much an overview of our profit and loss tool. If you guys have any questions, you can email me. And also I mentioned the product manager now is also a different layout. So we have, a different type of layout where you can see a little bit better visibility of, just the ASIN level itself. So, reviews, click on here, it'll take you to our review manager. So you can see all the reviews for specific product. Again, like we just mentioned, the profits tool gives you, different types of stats here. And the monitoring tool is where you can turn on these alerts and, have the ability to say like, hey, if someone hijacks my listing or if my offers increase or decrease, then I will get an email. And if you're worried about saying, hey, this is too much clicking, then it's very simple here. We can change the pagination to up to 200 per page. If you want to select all products, you can select all products here, and then just right here, you could do bulk monitoring. And you can ideally turn everything on at once, so you don't have to go through each one to click on. But if you only have a few products, then it'll take you 5 minutes to set up, and then once you got set up, any type of alerts that come in, you get an email right away. So yeah, so I think this is pretty much what I wanted to go through today, and I didn't want to go into too deep detail, but just high level. If you have questions, you guys can email us, and we'll have a tour in here as well. Yeah, you have ability to go through, and we'll explain to you exactly what each of these modules do. So it's going to be very comprehensive, so you can see exactly understand what each of these things what they mean and how to use it.
All right, thank you very much, Hanson. It's very nice to see another player in the Profit Dashboard series, but it's quite innovative, I would say. But can you tell us more what is in your head? What are you planning to release for your users in the next coming months?
Yeah, so with this new layout that we have and this new profit tool, we're going to basically get the inventory management in here as well, with also advertisements. So we'll have PPC and inventory tools coming out very soon to help you guys also automate the process, also see very detailed analytics, and we have some very creative ways to help you guys not just forecast inventory or reduce cost, things like that. But I think it's going to be very exciting once we release these new features. We'll be able to really demonstrate how our tool can really help you guys not just increase your revenue, but just cut down on a lot of the costs and the fees. A lot of sellers don't understand there's all these different types of fees that they're being taxed with, and a lot of times these things can be avoided as long as you have the data, you have the notifications that come in, and you know when it's happening. So our goal is to help provide all this information to you guys, so you guys can make very good decisions on how to increase your margins and profitability.
Perfect. At the time of recording, your profit and loss tool still doesn't have a pricing because it's still in beta. So you probably cannot introduce us to the pricing model of this tool yet, right?
Yeah, we don't have a set pricing model, but it's going to be very simple. It's going to be very competitive with what's out there. It's probably going to have 3 different tiers, like a beginning seller, mid-sized business, and enterprise business. Imagine, whatever you guys are paying right now with your current profit loss tool is going to be in line with what it is. So it's not going to be outrageous. But anyone that wants to use it right now at this time of recording, if it hasn't come out, just email us, support@feedbackwiz.com, or sign up through Augustas's link and just tell us that, hey, I want this enabled. And I'd be more than happy to just enable it for you, and you guys can use it for free for time being until there's actually a structure out there. So I imagine you probably get at least a month or 2 of free usage here.
Thank you. So yeah, people will find the links below in the description. And if you're watching it much later, this video after the release, you will also follow the links and you will find the exact information about the pricing of this product. All right. Thanks a lot, Hanson. And I think also we have a coupon code where people can apply. This coupon code will be in the description. And thank you very much and good luck in your business. Bye bye, Hanson.
Thank you, Augustus. Thank you.